So I've compiled a list of grants and places to find grants to help you save both time and money. In this video, you'll learn the different types of grants, the best websites to find grants, the best grants to apply for right now, and tips to help you get the grants you apply for. So go ahead and hit that like button for me if you like free money, and subscribe for more videos. Let's not waste another second and dive right in. So the first thing to know is that there are two main types of grants. You have government grants that are provided by your federal and state governments, and then you have private grants that are provided by corporations and foundations. Now, I'll be revealing grants from both types, starting with 7 private grants. Additionally, I'll be leaving links to all the grants that I talk about in the comment section below to make it easy for you. So the first grant on my list is the Barstool Fund. It is the fund by the CEO of the famous Barstool Sports Media Company to help small businesses impacted by the pandemic. It's raised over $20 million so far and is an ongoing crowd fund to help businesses in need that apply. So to apply, just visit the Barstool websites and hit apply. The next grant on my list is the NAV's Legitify Your Small Business Grant. Now NAV, a company that provides free help with business financing, offers a $10,000 small business grant to help small businesses grow. NAV recently announced Upcycle Hawaii as the latest winner of the quarterly grant, and the next round of grant applications are open right now. Applications close again on May 31st, so be sure to visit the website and apply now if you haven't already. Next up is the Small Business Grant Contest by FedEx. Since 2013, FedEx has provided eligible businesses with grants up to $50,000. Now, your window to apply happens on a yearly basis, so be ready for the next opening if you miss it this year. But winners also receive a credit to use FedEx services, and at least one winner will be a veteran business based on a company's commitment to support U.S. military veterans. If you're self-employed, be sure to look at the National Association for the Self-Employed. Their grants are offered to members and are worth up to $4,000. Now, grant applications are reviewed quarterly, and you must be able to demonstrate how you plan to use the grant to help your business grow. Did you know that Google provides a grant for nonprofits? That's right, Google provides up to $10,000 per month in search ads shown on google.com to qualifying nonprofits. Now, if you're a nonprofit, be sure to take advantage of it. Next on my list is the Street Shares Foundation Veteran Business Grant. If you're a veteran, this grant is for you. The Street Shares grant was created to provide access to capital opportunities for veterans or active duty members and their spouses. The grant amounts range from $4,000 to $15,000, and applications are based on social impact of the military community, plans for the proceeds, market fit, and more. Next, the Wells Fargo Community Investment Grant. Wells Fargo offers nonprofits local business grants in almost every state. The grants are typically awarded to nonprofits who align with Wells Fargo's 4 focus areas: financial health, housing affordability, small business growth, and sustainability and environmental justice. Now, those are private grants. Let's look at a few grants provided by the government. First on the list is the Small Business Innovation Research Program. The grant program for the SBIR is a grant program by the SBA to encourage businesses to conduct federal research and development for the government. The grants are not focused on any particular industry, so you may be able to find a grant that relates to your business. The program is structured into 3 phases, with grant awards ranging from $50,000 to over $1 million, depending on the phase you get to. Next up, the Small Business Technology Transfer Program. The SCTR program exists to foster the advance of technology by pairing eligible small businesses with actual research institutions. Similar to the SBIR program, the SCTR program is not geared toward any specific industry and is also structured in 3 phases, with grant awards provided in the first 2 phases up to $150,000 in phase 1 and up to $1 million in phase 2. Then there's the National Institute of Health grant. The National Institute of Health is a part of the Department of Health and Human Services, and they offer grants to encourage biomedical research. In fact, they are the #1 provider of grants that fund biomedical research. And at the time of this video, there were over 14 pages worth of grants still available. Next is the Department of Justice grants. So the Department of Justice provides grants for programs that help improve state and local enforcement, as well as programs that improve the justice system. If that applies to you, at the time of this video, there were over 60 grants still available. Next up is the Department of Interior grants. The Department of Interior grants provide small business grants through a number of departments, including the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, Indian Affairs, and the National Park Services. Then there's the USDA Rural Development Business Grants. The Department of Agriculture offers grants to small rural businesses with fewer than 50 new employees and less than $1 million in gross revenue. Now, awarded funds must be used for projects that improve rural areas and towns. Examples of this can be incubators, technology development, land development, pollution control, improvements in transportation, and more. So those are my top picks for private and federal grants. Now let's go over the best ways for you to actually find grants. But the result is likely millions of searches and confusion. So to save you the headache, here are the 5 best ways to find grants on your own. The first place is small business development centers. That's right, your best chances at finding grants for your business is by contacting your local small business development center. In addition to helping you find local and state grants for free, small business development centers can help you get financing, develop your marketing, get counseling and training, and much, much more. In addition to helping you find grants, your local small business development center will assist you in applying for the small business innovation and research grants we discussed earlier. Seriously, if you never reached out to a small business development center, do it ASAP. The next best place to look for grants is GrantWatch. Now, I like GrantWatch because it's an up-to-date database with over 26,000 grants for small businesses, nonprofits, and even individuals. Also, GrantWatch isn't just a list of federal grants. GrantWatch has corporate grants, foundation grants, local grants, state grants, and federal grants on their platform for your small business to choose from. And if that wasn't enough, this is going to blow your mind, guys. They have a customer service line that will help you research and find the perfect grants for you. Okay, the next place to look for grants is grants.gov. Grants.gov is a database managed by the federal government that lists all federal government grants across all agencies, which makes it extremely easy to research and find federal grant opportunities. And to be government ran, the database is extremely easy to navigate. You can filter based on keywords, status of the grant, funding type, eligibility type, grant category, and by government agency. Additionally, grants.gov provides an enormous learning center that can help you understand more about grants, including eligibility, the different program types, how to protect yourself from grant fraud, and more. If you need help applying for grants or registering to the database, a video series is offered on the site that can walk you through step by step. Then there is score.org. SCORE is a nonprofit partner of the Small Business Administration that provides workshops, resources, tools, and mentors to aid in the success of small businesses. While SCORE does not directly provide grants, their small business mentors can help you with finding grants and applying for grants. They even host webinars all about grants and the grant process. Last but not least on our list is to check with your local library. Yes, your local librarian has access to hundreds of databases, including those that have grants, and they're very good at researching. Additionally, librarians can typically point you in the right direction for resources and expert help that can assist you with finding, applying, and maintaining your grants. Now, let's look at 5 quick tips to help you when looking for and applying for grants. Number 1, when researching, be sure to look for grants from companies and organizations that are aligned with your business values. Don't take money from just anyone. Second, when researching, check eligibility requirements first. Only spend time applying for grants you know you are eligible for. Third, when researching, start with smaller local grants. They will likely have less competition and you can improve your grant writing skills before going for the big grants. Fourth, when applying, focus more on the solution or contribution you will be able to provide if awarded the grant money and less on your problem. Number 5, when applying, pay attention to details. Some grants have very specific requirements for things such as word count, typeface, and more. Well, YouTube family, there you have it. the ultimate list of grants for 2021. Let me know in the comments what grants you plan to apply for and if you have any questions. Make sure you give this video a like so more small businesses can see it, and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. I'm Karan from Life Accounting. Until next time.